What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be taking a look at the sequel to a very, very venerated roguelite, Undermine 2. Obviously the sequel to Undermine 1, which was a very, very good game. I don't know if you ever got around to playing it, but it was a dungeon-crawling roguelite where you were a poor little miner under the employ of a wizard that I always felt like wasn't being completely honest about his motivations, digging through the earth, fighting with monsters, and generally trying to break the game's systems to create a build that would wipe out entire rooms at the click of a mouse. This made the game tremendously satisfying when you were on one of those runs that was going incredibly well, and it was topped off with a wonderful visual aesthetic that was very saturated, very pure, very clean. And so anyways, today we're going to be checking out Undermine 2. They've released a public demo about a week before the release of the Steam Summer Next Fest, which I've noticed developers doing a lot more, which I actually kind of appreciate because normally there's not enough time to get it to everything. I'm already sort of dreading next week because of it, where I'm like, oh boy, dude, next week is going to be a lot of gaming. And so anyways, I'm glad they released it a week early because it's a little bit light this week. Everybody's holding their cards instead of playing them now and waiting till the 9th. And so let's play some Undermine 2. If after watching this you wanted to get the game for yourself, I got a link for you down below in the description where you can check the game out. On top of that, there'll be a bunch of other Nerd Castle links down there just in case you wanted to give them a look, a squeeze, a cuddle, the old clicky clicky, any of those fun types of interaction. But let's play the game. Ugh, made it. The King's Archives. Kind of impressive in a stuffy, brandy-swirling, leather chair-sitting kind of way. Focus, lady. Keep your eyes on the prize. The Arcana is here. I can feel it. Okay, so we're not actually playing as a miner this time around. At least for this little intro sequence, we're playing it as whoever this, like, thief is. I'm guessing she's a thief. She's dual-wielding knives, and she has, like, a hoodie scarfy thing on. Thieves always have hoodie scarfy things inside of games like this. What does that say? Dodge over gaps. All right, I have dodged over the gap, and apparently I am immune to damage while dodging through those gaps. That was easy. I was expecting at least a little bit of resistance. I'm sure we're going to get it inside of here. What does this say? Relics add passive abilities to your character. I want this one. What did it do? Bottled lightning. Sometimes applies shocks to your team's attack. Cool, man. I'll take it. Oh, I can throw a knife, too. Do I get all of these? Oh, I thought it was going to be one of those situations where I pick up one, and then all the other ones would, like, sink into the ground or something else like that. Dungeon Keeper's very, very remiss to ever give you this much treasure in one big run. All right, well, it wasn't that easy, but I'm sure the stone's around here somewhere. Okay, what does that do? The golden popcorn. Some kinds duplicates. I remember that from the first game, and it makes a little pop noise too when it does it. It's very, very satisfying when it lights off a chain reaction. What's up with this dude? I'm gonna throw a knife at him. All right, so he's gonna take like a big swing at me. Nice feedback on the hits right there. Sound effects feel pretty good too. Everything feels more or less synced up with player input, which is nice. We've got ourselves a bomb over here. How do I drop a bomb? R. All right, there we go. Throw a bomb right over there so that I can get that key. Obviously very heavily Zelda inspired too as we go further on into the game. Open that bad boy up. You ever get that thing as a gamer where you've been playing another game that has completely different keybinds, and then you start playing a new game? Like, I'm playing a game right now where F is kind of like the interaction that I have to do in order to open boxes or like interact with the game world, and in this game it's E. It's definitely throwing me off. I also fell into a giant book pit, which you wouldn't think would be that crazy deadly, but in fact a pit full of books kind of hurts equally as much as a book, or kind of as much as a pit full of spikes. God, I can say words today. I believe in myself. Phum 2, the Golden Line. I don't really care about reading books right now. I'm in like a stabby mood. Let's go murder something. There it is, the Philosopher Stone. All that boring bookworm stuff has finally paid off. I'm so smart and pretty. Now let's burgle the bauble. I burgled it. What does this do? Activate an Arcana. Uh-huh. Okay. Yep. I mean, as far as Arcanas go, one that just summons a whole bunch of money is probably great, but if everybody gets access to it, they kept the pilfers, huh? These little guys, they were in the first game too. Anytime gold drops, they like make a rush for it and try to run off with it. Let's see what we can do here. We've got like mana restoration over here. We got some other little goodies. Wipe that out, grab all of those, step on the buttons. And is this where we get smashed by some kind of boss? That's far enough. Your little crime spree comes to an end here. Given your reputation, I would have thought apprehending the notorious Black Rabbit would have been more of a challenge. Are you gonna stand there smacking your traitorous lips together, or are we gonna do this? I'm not apprehended yet. You dare to call me a traitor? I've had about enough of your smart mouth. Seize her! I mean, there are a lot of guys in here. I'm just gonna see what damage I can get off, like, right this second. Oh my god. Wow, pretty good with a blade. I mean, if I see a woman shank like 15 people in a row without taking any damage on the comeback, I'm going to assume that she's actually pretty good at murdering people. Are they just going to keep adding more bad guys? I think they are. These hits are hitting pretty hard right now. But I'm not going out like that. Throw a knife up there. Oh, you can block the... Do you see that right there? You can block the crossbow bolts with a melee swing. That's pretty sick. This is probably good combat practice for later anyways. Just getting myself all nice and in tuned. Oh, he got me. I didn't even see that. He did like a little melee attack right there. I've been shivved. You've lost your swagger in shackles. They're not my style. They'd look better on your sweaty little wrists. Insolence. Delvemore will sleep soundly with you locked in the dungeon. I'm sure King Phum will reward me for serving justice here today. Listen, pal, don't go confusing order and justice, and don't think for a second that some shackles can hold me down. I'll see you again soon enough, and when I do, I'm gonna wipe that smirk off your face. Whatever you say, peasant. Take her away. Several weeks later. Look at that. We've been dropped in. It's my familiar little miner guy. Very nice. All right, well, let's break open some crates, see if we can find any treasure around. I have limited patience. March your dirty little boots in here. Listen, with the disparaging, I am a member of the working class. You will respect me. Peasant, thank order and her aether that you're here. I haven't seen a helpful set of hands in months. Including that loathsome blacksmith across the way banging and clanging away in the forge is enough to make you mad. My tenure as a gold mine forewoman has not gone well. None of my subordinates took to the pressure and each has abandoned me, except for the blacksmith. Who knew trivial incentives in exchange for life-threatening work would yield such poor results? Seems obvious when I think about it like that, but regardless. Peasant, I need your assistance. I need you to convince my employees to return to the hub. The king has given me an ultimatum. Restore the mine to profitable operation or spend the rest of my days in the dungeon. Take these crowns, purchase whatever equipment you might need, but the blacksmith, he's in the southern room. Okay. I like coins that are as big as my torso. Take the key. It'll unlock the latch leading to the gold mine. Peasant, don't fail me. Okay, well, I'm not, like, trying to fail you. It's not something that I'm, like, setting out to do. It's just that I've always been kind of underwhelming, you know? Like, we are who we are. What's up with you, man? Hello, name's Wayland. Boy, am I glad to have somebody else around. Madame Camilla is wound tighter than a spring, and I don't think she appreciates the ringing of the anvil as much as I do. Anyways, let's suit you up for a deadly suicide mission. Have a look around at the wares. It's all the finest quality. Okay, so we've got a tempered pickaxe. We get a blessing after mining 12 gold nodes. Okay, I can do that. Let's grab that right there. I still have one little piece of coin left. I have no blueprints to craft. I only have pickaxes available. I'm sort of in my axe era right now. Really trying to find the ideal balance. You get it, I'm sure. I'll get to work and have more options available the next time that we meet. Okay. Well, then down into the dungeon I go. Dude, my bag is already full of gold. Like, based on troy ounce prices right now, that's got to at least be like $500,000 in gold. That's all that I'm saying, is that is a very large sack. Also, we're kind of underappreciating how much this guy can fit on his shoulders, if we're being fair. Let's go into the dungeon. There's our dungeon. Unlock the... Wow, that wasn't exactly how I was expecting that door mechanism to work. Just for it to, like, blast outwards like a claymore when I interact with it. A little concerning. Makes me wonder about the... I don't know, regulatory standards of the building and the rest of this place. I just want to make sure everything's up to code, you know? This is a dangerous work environment. We're supposed to be wearing a hard hat. That's not here either. So, presents you with essential information. Okay. Oh, God, he came to life. I didn't expect that. That was the last thing that I expected. I guess I'll bust him up real quick, though, if he wants to, like... You know, if he wants to get a little bit spry with me... what is my... Ooh, gold mine. Nice. Give me that right there. Yeah, give me... Get off my gold. Get out of here. That's my... Oh, God. Okay. Ow. I got smacked twice. Apparently, we don't get iframes at all after we get hit. I strongly dislike that his dodge is like a little hop thing instead of the dash thing that the girl gets. That upsets me. I don't like that one bit. Maybe we'll find some healing around. Yeah, that'll work. Walked right into it, dude. Embarrassing. Yeah, you better give me some more food. I can tell already that this isn't going to go very well. My dungeon crawling adventures have been underwhelming thus far. Do those break? What about you? Are you anything? I got a skull? What am I going to use a skull for? Interesting. I'll hold on to it. You know, you'd think when you smack a rat with a pickaxe, it would die a little bit quicker. Like, they're not that big of a critter, all things considered. Give me all my monies. I'll take all this stuff right here. Love the satisfying gold clinking sound that everything has when I'm picking it up. There is something like, looks weirdly breakable over there, so I may go investigate that. Is that a bomb? That was a bomb. I thought I saw something flickering in a kind of threatening, flickery way. Oh, there's landmines and things around too. Does this blast open? That kind of looks like it might be animated. I'm gonna try. I wasted my bomb. No, that does not open up, so I don't know actually how we get down in there. But those definitely look like destructible blocks. Maybe it's a secret door that comes in from the other side. Kind of hard to say for right now. What's in this door? Oh God, okay, yep. Who's putting landmines all over this place? Like, are we at war? What is our principal concern right now? What does that do? I'm standing on water. Incapable of being ignited, receive increased lightning damage. Okay, so like the tile that we're standing on definitely has some kind of effect. Is there any kind of secret down here? No. I love secrets, man. I like to find me some secrets. Okay, what does this do? Fires a fireball, the Pyro Grimoire, or we can get a bolt thrower, which will fire multiple arrows. I want to be a wizard. That seems a bit more aristocratic. Okay, that other relic just kind of got fisted right there, right in front of me. Didn't even have to pay. Normally you have to pay to watch that. Let's go upwards. We do have a key, so I think we can get into this room over here. And they said that it was like T to do it. Wow, that was a good fireball animation. I liked that. That was very, very satisfying to look at visually. Oh, I don't know what just happened, but hey, let's pray. We can get, so our intelligence will go up, but we've also got greasy fingers, which means that we drop one of our keys when we get hit by the enemy. Okay. It rotates too, so I can get a random curse and get 50 HP back. I can raise my charisma if I wanted to do so. Or I can raise my max health. Do we have a display of these stats anywhere? We do indeed. So our character actually has an array of stats out here like strength, ingenuity, recklessness, speed, dexterity, intelligence. It looks like we've got charisma. And it all basically does the stuff that you would expect by like RPG standards. Can I re-interact with this thing? I'm just going to take... I guess I'll get smarter. I don't have any keys to drop anyways. How much more smarter did that make me? That made me like a little bit more smarter. Now that I've had my intelligence increased, I can finally read that Bluey book that my mom got me for mining Christmas. Yeah, I'm just gonna I remember we can throw the pickaxe, but oh, they break apart. Interesting. What does that do? Anything useful? There we go. Let's just start knocking these dudes out before they turn this place into a fat grid of bullets that I have to dodge. So the purple ones, do they always go diagonal? No, it rotates. So they do a diagonal, then they do a cardinal. Gotcha. We've got these over here. Get away from my gold. That's mine. Canary, good job. I'm gonna bust you up. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So the little guys that steal stuff now apparently have upgraded themselves into just like suicide bombers. The Intifadas apparently now. Desperate times call for desperate measures inside the confines of the resistance. Ooh, that one fell nicely. That made my life easier. There's another floor right here. Oh no! I didn't want to do that! I was trying to snake my way around that rock right there, but I wasn't particularly snake-like while doing it. Gold mine too. Well, with creative names like these. I will take more food. I am liking the availability of healing because I suck at video. Dude, that fat one just took all my stuff. Man. Oh, he bumps you too, so he's actually like obnoxious. Okay, what happens if I jump over to this thing? Nothing? I thought maybe I could like detonate it or something. If I have a bomb, can I blast that open? Because that's like the second one that I've seen that has shiny gold shining in the darkness. What does that do? The Potion of Plenty. Drop a steak, a key, and a bomb. I'll take all of that. How do I utilize it? It says Q. Let us queue it up. All right, so I'll get a little bit of healing. I'll get a bomb because I want to test that wall in the previous room too. This looks like it takes me down to Gold Mine 3 possibly. You guys get out of here. God, they deploy on you so fast, dude. It's like they smell it in the air. I got another skull. I'm guessing that's going to be some kind of currency that's useful for something. Let's see if we can bomb this out. We can. All right, so we've got another key. So basically, we just traded a bomb for a key. Meh. But maybe there'll be something worthwhile right here. It looks like this room has that thing from Mega Man X where you would go into it and you would like unlock a piece of Falcon armor. There was nothing more hyped when I was in elementary school than getting Falcon armor in Mega Man X. A Demon Ring. Increase your strength by 25%. Guiding Wind. It will increase your bounce. Followers gain your bounce. Okay, I'm gonna take this. I was gonna say, it's not gonna let me have both, is it? What's my strength up at now? Yeah, not bad. My melee attack should be booming right about now. I don't know if your strength actually is your melee attack. I'll have to look and see what the damage number says the next time I smack somebody up. You get out, you leave me alone. Little linebacker slimes causing all kinds of problems, dude. What's up this way? Yes, it seems like your strength is roughly the damage that you inflict. I need the bullet guys to go. I do not want to break that gold yet, though, but I need to get away from all this chaos. There we go. Got him. You... I'm just gonna chuck my pickaxe at you until you die. Aw, dude. Now I gotta eat more steak. Do you understand how full I am right now, dude? I've eaten like 8 meals since we got here. I'm like the buffet's nightmare. I'm the reason why they have that policy where there's no takeout. All right, so we'll get that right there. Bust this open, grab a little bit of scratch, knock them the hell out, get another skull. Mana berry right there. I just realized that I haven't really been casting my fireball ability. Grab all that, and then we've got ingenuity. It modifies my explosive damage and the physical damage of mechanical items. I don't remember if you had attributes in the first game, or if like all of the bonuses were just kind of like stacked up modifiers that you picked up over the run. The inclusion of stats here that specifically build around items that have various tags might actually make this into kind of like an interesting departure from the last game. Ow. I knew I was gonna get hit by that, so I said ow early. All right, get them wiped out. There we go. What's that purple stuff right there? What does that do for me? Is that the metagame currency? I can't remember, dude. It's been so long since Undermine 1. Luckily, a lot of these mobs, they do not seem to have any kind of damage on touch, which is, oh my god, when I knock the slimes back, it rockets around my gold like a hockey puck. Great. Ooh, there was a meat inside that stone. My granddaddy was a meat stone miner, just like I'm a meat stone miner. Uh-huh. Okay, so like, what are you supposed to be? Just like a shopkeep? It talks! Hello, valued customer, please take your time. I guess I'll just take the relic. It looks like it's 400 bucks. It gives me hot-footed. Sure, I'll take the boots. Oh yeah, dude, look, I'm leaving a little fire trail on the ground. It's a good-looking fire trail, too, actually. You can tell that someone really, really applied themselves when it came to making this game look utterly charming. Like they really dug in and were like, all right, so how many ways can I make this game both visually and tactily charming? And we got another prayer over here. Lit bombs might fizzle. That seems really annoying by comparison to other things that are kind of innocuous, like accidentally dropping a key. There's nothing here. It depends if I can get the bomb back after it fizzles, but right now I don't know, and thus I do not want to touch it because it seems like it's going to make my game difficult in ways that maybe I couldn't predict. Let's get up here into the next dungeon and just kind of see what we got going on. Off, and away we go. With nary a key to my name. Aw, dude, this is a boss lair, isn't it? Uh-huh. That is a sizable moth. Okay, yep. Is that eggy gonna blow up? Oh, the eggy becomes a problem. All right. I hit so hard, though, that I feel like I can kind of just dedicate to busting this guy up. You guys are shooting a lot of bullets at me, and frankly, I hate it. Oh, I hit the wrong key. There we go. I was trying to shoot fireballs at guys. Perfect. Give me some mana back. Perfect, dude. See, now we're getting somewhere. Yup. None can withstand my powerful magics. Ow. Hey, get out of there. Oh, God. Okay, okay. I've got some more mana over here, so I'm kind of cool with just bombing him out with fireballs or anything else that I can do. I am liking how many pickups there are. So like with a lot of roguelites, they make everything like a limited resource instead of something you can enjoy and just kind of throw around and have a good time with. I'm glad that my fireballs are spammable. We missed out on the cool animation because I range attacked. No pilferers inside the boss dungeon. You love to see it. Okay, pick up all the berries. I'm trying to be as successful of a little miner as I can possibly be. That looks like you might be able to blow it open, but I'm not too sure. Or we can go down the stairs. Are these destructible? They look destructible, don't they? I will use my limited resource to find out. They are, in fact, destructible, and I think we saw them get blown up by a landmine or something like that. But I just wanted to make sure, dude. It takes a lot to commit anything to my memory nowadays. The antechamber. Sick. What does that do? Celt's egg, a new relic. Celt's blood. Okay, and then we got another little coin for like metagame progression or something else like that. Let's get down in here and just sort of see what happens. What does this say? Laboratories. What's the one on the other side? Doesn't really matter because it looks like I need some kind of special key to get in there. So I guess down into the laboratory we go. Let's go do this thing. All right, laboratory, what you got to show to me? Is that gold right there? I would love some gold. Yeah, give me that right there. I want as much of it as I can get my greasy little mitts on. What is that thing? It's like a little mana guy. Okay. Oh, they've got woofs. They've got like tectonic woofs. They light off like an AoE when they hit the ground. I'm gonna try and get you guys lit up. I need to stop jumping so much too, dude. I'm playing this character like Guile in Street Fighter. Just like jumping all over the place, man. You get out of here. Go, get. Yeah, I will grab that real fast. No, wolf, bad dog. I wanted to be friends. I wanted to hang out. I wanted you to be my little buddy. I did get a key, so that'll be good. Got another food right there, too. It'd be cool if my flame trail cooked the meat and thus made it heal you more. That'd be a really cool little interaction. We got a bunch of stuff inside of here. And it looks like my canary got the last one, so I'll just bust those guys up. So where does this go? Like, what is that right there? What does that accomplish? I am liking the destructible environments and things, too. There's so many things around here for me to casually break. I don't think I'm going to take a shrine right now because I'm not a big one for cursed gameplay. So I tend to like, you know, in roguelites and games like that where you got to take a curse to get a good thing, I almost never play that way. And then they always have like the predictable relic that makes it so the more curses you have, like the better your bonuses or something. I never really get around to that kind of gameplay. We've got a key doubler. We've got recovers a large amount. I just want the key doubler, dude, but I need like 300 more bucks. I guess I could get a key ring. Yeah, let's take a key ring, just in case there's something that I want to get into. I don't really particularly need that, so I guess we'll just walk away for now and hope that we make a little bit of cheddar on our way through. That's a lot of spiders. Ow. Luckily, I've got a cleaving attack, so I don't really care that there's a lot of spiders. However, while focusing on spiders, I did get busted up by flies pretty good. And normally those two, not big fans of each other. Are you like a firefighter? Weirdly enough, firefighters not immune to fire. But they stand in water, which puts out the fire. Gotcha. Let's just kind of clear for a second. What's up with that bee right there? Like, is he kind of like a big-ass problem? Or is he like, I guess more of a hornet than a bee? I had like these red hornets trying to move into my yard a little bit ago. Like a week ago, we had to keep an eye out for it because there was like these big-ass hornets the size of like a nickel that they had like a big red butt on them, and they were digging holes all over my backyard. And they're, oh, damn. Okay, so do I get that permanently, or is it just while I stand inside the stink? It looks like it's a temporary buff while we're inside the stink. Okay. You know what? It is absolutely incredible that hit me. I'm deeply upset. I didn't see, there's a little mechanism on the wall and everything to tell us. Oof. Okay, probably should do a little bit better at scouting as we go through the dungeon. I do need this mana, oddly enough. Yeah, throw that mana on me real quick. I'm gonna have to like re-keybind where my spell... Oh, my spellcast is on middle mouse. I've been reaching across to hit the T key this entire time. I can actually just middle mouse click. That's way easier. Okay, we'll do that then. What's up with this room? Yeah, I saw that one coming. It's pretty rare that I predict events as they happen, but that one seemed pretty obvious to me. I got no keys. Did I drop all my keys from getting hit? I must have, because I bought that key ring, didn't I? And I got bad news. My keys aren't laying on the ground inside of here, so I think I may have just lost them all. I don't know. I thought I had 2, but maybe I spent them on something and did something. Well, I suppose we can't really get into this room over here. Like, I don't know how we get in, but I appear to not have the utilities, so down, down, down to Mephisto's Cafe. Labs 2. Now would be the time, since the video is getting a little bit longer, that I need to torpedo this run so that we can find out what metagame progression looks like. There we go. Just get me with that big solid chunk of damage. You can honestly die pretty quick if you apply yourself. Fair enough. Pretty lethal game right there. So we've unlocked some things, hopefully. Let's go back to the hub. Our first miner is officially dead, like canonically. And then we get a new miner that has like a different outfit and a different hairstyle. And so we're just throwing expendable little miners at this problem. So it looks like we can upgrade just like we could in the first game, so you can get better piercing damage. It looks like I can increase my maximum health. I can also get a little bit more... Does this give me more damage? No. Discovers a blessing after mining 11 gold nodes. Okay, so it just takes me like a little bit less time to get that blessing back up. And let's see what else is around here. So like the potion crafter is not in just yet. And this lady have something in here too. Like she had some purchasables or something like that that were just laying around. So we can get glasses, displays enemy health, armor, and mana. Or we can fast travel on the map. That's pretty helpful. I'll take that utility. Give me that right there. What's up with this glove over here? Can I have it? How do I get that sick-ass wizard glove? Like, look at that thing, dude. Looks like it's about to go fight the Avengers. I want it. I will grab the glasses as well while we're in the neighborhood. And then let's go think about, I think I'll probably just get like the HP increase, but this seems pretty high quality. I mean, it hasn't done anything too crazy yet that diversifies it from the first game, but the first game was so close to being like perfect that like really what changes would you make? You know what I mean? Like, I think people just want more Undermine, and I'm sure there's going to be other objects. I bet we're going to unlock the Rogue Lady once we get far enough into the game, too, because she's on the cover art of the game. But this has been Undermine 2. I am pleased. If you want more Undermine, that's exactly what this feels like. It feels like more Undermine. And that's not a bad thing, because Undermine 1 was a real solid game, like one of those games that sort of defined a year in which it released, among roguelites anyways. And so I'll see y'all later. Thanks for stopping on in. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so that you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, we were messing around with a little bit of that old Undermine 2. Tomorrow, we'll obviously be playing something else, unless there is no game for tomorrow, because like I said, everybody's kind of holding their cards close to their chest right now due to the Steam Next Fest being next week. And so my inbox is, I mean, full of asset games and asset flops, but not really any of the primo stuff that I'm looking forward to showing off next week once all the embargoes drop. So I'll see y'all later. Thanks for hanging out with me. That's all I got. Bye, folks.